some stories of some demon fighting with the devatas, all these things. So how are these demons born? Sometimes they come from... Then she became so angry that she cursed him. You have become hard-hearted. You have become like a stone. You better become a stone. He said, by just having darshan of Shaligrama, it is equivalent to performing some thousands of sacrifices. By seeing Tulasi Shaligrama, what is the story behind this Tulasi Shaligrama? So sometimes we hear some stories of some demon fighting with the devatas, all these things. So how are these demons born? Sometimes they come from the spiritual world, like Kumaras and Jai Vijaya. Jai Vijaya were all eternal associates of the Lord. But sometimes some small seva aparadha happens. They are cursed to become demons in this material world for a specific pastime of the Lord. Similarly, one more pastime was there in which a personal associate of the Lord was cursed. We all hear of this Tulasi Shaligrama. What is the story behind this Tulasi Shaligrama? So it is started in the spiritual world, in the Goloka Vrindavan. So Krishna has three specific wives, Shri, Bhu and Viraja. And Radharani was there. Everybody is devotee. Everybody wants to serve the Lord in separately to their exclusive heart's content. So Viraja, she wanted to serve the Lord, and to satisfy her, Krishna had gone to her palace and they were enjoying inside. Sridhama was placed outside. So Radharani, there was always a competition between gopis, and Radharani was feeling exclusive jealousy that Krishna was not attending to her and he is gone to satisfy other gopis. She became angry. She got to know Krishna was in the house of Viraja. She immediately attacked. She got onto a chariot and she came to the house where Viraja was there, and she with all her friends, Lalita, Vishaka and everybody, they were all carrying dandas. They came there and they started confronting Sudama, and they wanted to go inside and capture Krishna red-handed. So Sridhama was stopping from outside, and this commotion was happening between the gopis and Radharani and Sridhama. With that sound, immediately Krishna vanished from that place. You know, the trouble is come and he has vanished. And Viraja accepted the form of a river and she encircled the entire Goloka Vrindavan. Then there was confrontation with their sticks. They started beating Sridhama. So later they got to know that Krishna had vanished from there. So all the gopis and Radharani, they relaxed and they went back. Radharani went to her place. Now Krishna came back and he brought back Viraja out of her river form to normal form. Then he got to know that Radharani was very much disturbed. So he, along with Sridhama, went to Radharani's place to pacify her. So Radharani became little sulky, means one shoe is disturbed, and she was not ready to listen whatever arguments Krishna was presenting. Sridhama was just watching. At one particular point, she said, you are very happy with others only, go and spend time there only. Why you are coming here? Why you are wasting our time? You are very much interested in somebody else, go there only. So this provocation came so much that Sridhama was unable to tolerate. Because Radharani was not in a pleasing mood, Krishna vanished from there. So this time Sridhama could not tolerate the blasphemy to Lord Krishna. So he immediately stopped Radharani and she said, what do you think of yourself? Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He can do whatever he likes. And he started chastising Radharani. So Radharani became angry. She scolded Sridhama, you fool, you are only caring for your father, you are not bothered of your mother, you are acting like a demoniac person, so go to this material world and become a demon. Then Sridhama also became angry. He said, if you are cursing me, I will also curse you. You are thinking that Krishna is exclusive to you, go to material world and experience separation from Krishna for 108 years. After cursing each other, both of them realized, what a mistake we have done. Both of us fought and both of us are in a situation there, both of us have to leave Krishna and go to material world. Then both started crying, and when they started crying, Krishna appeared there, and Krishna said, this is my pastime, this is my Leela, because very soon I am going to appear into this material world and Radharani will accompany me. For 16 years I will be there in Vrindavan, then 108 years of separation, 124 years, 16 plus 108. So that way Radharani will also experience a curse and she will also experience the Viraha Bhava of Lord. And Sridhama, he will take birth in this material world as Shankachuda, and later he will be killed by the Lord and he will be accepting his original form. In that way Lord pacified both of them. So then in the material world, now what happened further? There was a king by name Vrishabhadwaja, who was a very Vaishnava Raja. He was very much devoted to Lord Shiva also. In the Vaishnava family, but a person devoted to Lord Shiva. He had no faith in Lord Vishnu or any of the demigods. He even criticized worship of Lord Vishnu. So seeing his offensive behavior, sun god cursed him that he will lose all his wealth and power. A king became a pauper absolutely. For 3-4 generations they were in absolute poverty. Then the situation changed when they had a son who was known as Dharmadwaja. He and his wife started worshipping Lakshmi Devi sincerely. So when they started worshipping Lakshmi Devi entered in the body of Dharmadwaja's wife in a plenary portion. On Kartika Purnima, with an auspicious time, the wife of Dharmadwaja, she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. She was decorated with all fortunate signs, all auspicious symbols were there, and she began to grow onto an exquisite, beautiful young girl, and she never aged beyond 16 years. Her beauty So much so that she stole mind of everyone. Whoever glanced at her became captivated by her beauty. And there was nobody in comparison to her beauty. That's why her name was known as Tulasi. Tula means balance. Si means equal. There was nobody in comparison to her in beauty. That's why she is known as Tulasi. So one day she revived her spiritual perspective and she came to her father and she said, "My dear father, I know you are very much attached to me, but in my previous life, I am a gopi from Golok Vrindavan. But because of some offense, I have been cursed to take birth in this material world. So please forgive me that I will be not able to stay with you. I will go to forest. I will engage in tapasya. I wanted to please Narayana and I wanted to have Narayana as my husband." So after saying that, she went to a forest and she started engaging in tapasya. So when she started engaging in tapasya, Lord Brahma appeared to her and Lord Brahma said, "I know all your desires, but there are certain things which I have to perform." There was a Gopala by name Sudama who was from the spiritual world, who was cursed to become Shankachuda. So he wanted to become the greatest warrior. So he had engaged in tapasya of Lord Brahma and Brahma gave him some boons. And one of that boon was to become very strong personality. So if you have to become very strong personality, he should have a chaste wife. So he had blessed her that he will marry this Tulasi and he will become very strong warrior because of her chastity. So he came to her and said, "Right now you should marry Shankachuda and later you will get an opportunity to have Narayana as your husband." In the meantime, Shankachuda was also traveling somewhere. Brahma had disappeared after giving this boon. So Shankachuda was traveling. He came to the forest where Tulasi was doing tapasya, and when he saw her, he also became connected to her. He came to her and he started asking, "Who are you? What are your details, technical details?" And Tulasi was also attracted to his beauty. So at that particular point, Lord Brahma appeared. He is Shankachuda and she is Tulasi, and Gandharva Vivavaha performed by Lord Brahma. So because of her chastity and because of her sincerity in serving, Shankachuda became the greatest warrior. He even attacked Devatas, Indra and everybody. So there was fighting happening everywhere. He was defeating all the Devatas. So much so that all the Devatas went to Lord Shiva and they prayed, "Please give us protection." Then Lord Shiva took all of them to Lord Narayana. Then Lord Narayana suggested, "You all go start fight with Shankachuda. As long as his wife is chaste, nobody can defeat. I'll find a means how I can spoil the chastity so that you can immediately win over." So while the battle was going on, Lord Vishnu accepted a Brahmana form and came in front of the Shankachuda and asked for his protective armor, which was a boon given by Lord Brahma, an armor which nobody can be pierced through. Because a Brahmana was asking, this Shankachuda immediately gave off his protective armor because he knew as long as his wife is there, nobody can harm him. So with that protective armor, Lord Vishnu accepted a form similar to Shankachuda and went to the house of Shankachuda. So Tulasi thought because that armor was there, he was Shankachuda himself, and she invited him and she started serving him. At one particular point, both of them hugged. Then she realized, he is not my husband. He is a fake person. Immediately she started questioning, "Who are you? Why did you spoil my chastity?" And as soon as his chastity was spoiled, Lord Shiva had killed Shankachuda. So when she got to know the information that her husband has been killed, she became even more furious. She questioned the personality. Then Lord accepted his form as Narayana form. As soon as she saw Narayana, then she became so angry that she cursed him. "You have become hard-hearted. You have become like a stone. You better become a stone." Then Narayana tried to pacify her. He said, "You have a desire to achieve me as my husband. You have prayed for this tapasya and I have come to fulfill that desire." And he started to explain what was his entire pastime, why Shankachuda was not able to be defeated and why he had to accept this form. And after pacifying all these things and all, finally he said, "If I am going to become a stone, you will become a river." She became Gandaki river. And the hair from her body became Tulsi plants all around Gandaki. And Lord always stays in the association of Tulsi and Gandaki. Shaligramas are found in Gandaki river. So in that way, the Lord gave a blessing that Tulsi and Shaligrama will always be with her. So in this particular pastime, we see that Shankachuda, even though when he was killed, he went back. This time, he merged into the body of Sridama. Generally, demons, when they killed, they merged into the body of Vishnu or Krishna. But here, because he was that Gopala, he went back to that Gopala. And this Gopi, she became Gandaki river and she is also transformed into Tulasi. And Lord Brahma also gave a benediction earlier that she will be the greatest personality. Without her, no seva of the Lord can happen. So all that benedictions came into picture. Without Tulasi, Lord does not accept Naivedya, or none of his worship is perfect without her. So in that way, so many things have happened in this pastime. In different Puranas, different technical details will be little variation. But spiritually, all these personalities, they have come to give us association, good opportunity. He said, by just having darshan of Shaligrama, it is equivalent to performing some thousands of sacrifices. By seeing Shaligrama decoration, by taking the Charnamrita, every day we take Charnamrita. So what is that? Akala Mrityu Haranam. We chant that mantra, Akala Mrityu Haranam, Sarvavyadi Nivaranam, Vishnu Padodakam Pitva, Punarjanmana Vidyate. By just drinking that water which has washed the Shaligrama, Punarjanmana Vidyate, there will be no more birth at all. And all our material and spiritual and material unwanted things are all cleansed up, even up to the point of death. And we'll all be liberated. This is what the glorification of Shaligrama is. Shastras have glorified. The Lord has been in this form of the stone, where Vajraketas will mark. There are 28 varieties of Shaligrama according to the markings on that Shaligrama. Each one is a unique form like Varaha, Narsimha, Krishna, Rama, different, every Shaligrama, every personality, Matsya, that every personality has unique forms. The Lord accepted those forms and He is giving opportunity for all of us to engage in this.